At the end of our last episode, we woke up to our first dusting of snow, and we worked off camera that day to build wall frames until we ran out of 2x4s. I spent the rest of the day ordering lumber and supplies, and the next day, we headed into Anchorage to pick up that lumber, along with some other things I found on Craigslist. 3 old windows, a sliding glass door, and an old 10-inch miter saw I found for $20. By the time we got home, it was late, so we opted to unload our cargo the next morning. But in the morning, we woke up to a 4-inch dusting of snow, and though the snow would melt away by the end of the day, we realized a hard truth. Winter had arrived a whole month early. And we weren't ready. Before we could get to work with our new materials, we had to unload it first. It's easy to underestimate the effort involved in acquisition and staging, but when there's no time to losing 2 days of work to acquiring, loading, and unloading can be a bit hard on the nerves. And well, everything else too. get to work. Off camera over the next couple of days, we continued working on the framing for the enclosure floor. We leveled it the best we could and added a bazillion little feet to hold it level. And with the ground being frozen here about 9 months of the year, we're not terribly concerned about the feet sinking in over the next couple of years that we keep this structure here before we move it and repurpose it. But looking back at these videos gives me a foreshadowing of the future I didn't see at the time. My face is swelling, and my cheeks are turning red. And that isn't a sunburn. It's been a rough 4.5 months since we left Ohio, and it's starting to take its toll on my health. And the worst is yet to come. Winter is just getting warmed up. Haru, we have our subflooring down, and we're going to put down a layer of 1.5-inch foam, and then on top of that, a layer of 1/2-inch OSB. This layer will not be underneath the walls. It'll just be in the inside portion, so the walls, it's not structured. So anyways, that's what we're doing today. Got most of our OSB on. We've got to do a section of flooring on the other side, where the door is going to go. And yeah, going to see if we can get the water tank put right there and the wood stove put right here, and at least get everything kind of where it's supposed to be so we can put the walls up and not have to try to fit things through the door. So here we go.
I figured I would just grab 4 sheets to get them out.
Oh.
Don't look at it directly.
Don't look at me.
Are we going to orient these in a specific way?
Yeah.
Like with the boards or against the boards? Any sort of gaps or seepage from the seams, this goes against those seams and limits it.
Okay.
So.
We need to get that OSB out of there.
Uh-huh.
That's 6 pieces. Just almost just what we need for this.
I started moving forward and then it came backwards and just hit me right in the abdomen. So I didn't even, that noise just happened.
One of the challenges of building a structure without plans is that sometimes, like now, we plan our design on the fly. Like where to put the windows and doors.
And then we can put the stove up, but we do need to extend this out to accommodate the window if a window is going to go here.
Okay.
Do you think it's easier to not do a window because we can put the door here? Like,
No.
I don't want the door here because there's a big old water tank in here and there's a wood stove right here and there's nowhere to come in.
Let's see how much space the water tank takes.
It'll
And
take up a
see.
good amount of space.
It'll take a yeah.
We have more flexibility, being able to come in and then come up on this side here, I think, where we've got all this room. Anywhere in here, there's a lot more room to bring groceries up, put them down or whatever. Over there, it's so cramped already. And if you're coming in, what you don't want to do is have to worry about brushing by the stove.
Right. Well, the stove's gonna be here.
But it's going to cast out heat. Now if you're carrying groceries, you can't carry them by and
Right.
I just don't think that's going to work.
No, not here. I was actually thinking in there.
Well, but you're doing the same thing. You're having to come through. I mean, I guess you don't have to come right by the stove, but still.
It's still a wind. I think it'd be easier to just walk straight through here rather than coming in here and winding around.
Yeah, the main reason I'd say let's put a door here is to avoid having to build out the wall. Anyway, so we can do this part. We will still have to extend this piece subflooring and all that, but not as a prerequisite to finishing the water stove area. Oh, look, sweetie. Adult with juvenile allergy.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Yeah, they like to tingle.
I wonder if I can get that on film here.
Timmy right there. You got your telephoto lens.
I don't have that on.
Oh, did it have something in its mouth? Or is it look,
Oh,
it might have been going down just now.
yeah. It's doing maneuvers.
See if it comes back up with something.
It went over here. I just think this is so satisfying. I couldn't sleep last night. I was so busy dreaming of what we were going to do next.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I literally felt like getting into bed and coming out and playing.
They both flex, but it looks like it flexes less.
Out.
Once you started going that quickly, I started heading over. I was like, we're gonna be out of nails any minute now. So eventually this will have foam on it. Okay, don't go overboard.
Well, those sides.
They're not actually all flush, the nails.
No.
Some of them are still sticking up.
That's fine. Okay.
This is where we have to start trimming.
I don't want to trim.
One way to do it is walk along the edge and see if it breaks.
Oh, I don't want it to break in the wrong way.
Yeah, well,
Where's
that.
your pocket knife?
Not in my pocket.
No!
Here. We can lay the OSB on top and then just cut what's exposed.
Are you okay? Do you need gloves, baby?
Nah.
We don't need that cord draped across there anymore.
But I want it.
Oh, you're so cute. So, if, sweet pea, if these foams don't fit, the OSB isn't going to have to shave off the edge. And it's not really something I had really thought about, having to shave off the edges of all the OSBs. But that would be the truth. I kind of thought that maybe they would like overhang that way, but this is probably the one section that can't.
Right.
It's the only section that can't.
Does that change what we want
No.
to do right now?
No. But we're gonna need that circular saw. You wanna line this up? You wanna line that up with the yeah, the reflectics is blinding me.
The knife keeps deviating at a certain spot.
No. Alright, so whatever this is too, we can, actually it's going to be like a 2x4. Yeah.
There. Oh, I was just going to walk over the board.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, great. Cool. Oh, that's cool. It's stuck. That's cool, and I'm dying.
And we cut the skin on the bottom.
That is really cool. Yeah.
We'll save these because we know when we'll need
Alright,
little
so
foams.
we need to take the width of the 2x4 off of that, so we need to start. Is it lining? It's not no line. Why aren't you making lines? There you go. Not a very good one. It's a fine line. I love that so much.
So, path up there?
The pond area.
Uh-huh.
I just so beautiful. I'm so glad we're here. It's just so beautiful. It's absurd how beautiful that is. And that's ours. I can't believe that's ours.
You barely scratched the surface of the
No,
sides.
no, we've only seen the driveway. We can get out and explore this winter. And
I didn't build this insulated house so I could go outside in the cold. Not going anywhere with me.
you know that's not you. You love to be outside.
We'll see if it is in the negatives how much I want to be outside.
Yeah, I know. It was really painful this morning. My hands were really, really cold.
Yeah. I'm most susceptible in the morning to cold.
Yeah.
It feels nice walking.
Definitely need to keep our gloves inside so they're warm, because that was one of the reasons I didn't put them on, because they were out here under the tarp.
We missed that front add-on.
Oh.
We'll need one more board
Oh,
cut.
yeah. 37.
Did you walk down it yet?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Wait. Before you step up, walk around here and then walk onto it so you get the contrast. Where you can feel the change in the floor and see.
Oh, that's nice. Except for this, but
It's quieter and solider.
yeah. That's nice.
And once we seal this bottom edge, it'll stay quite warm. Alright, so you drop it and decide which end needs to be where.
Okay. I think,
The spout end naturally would come out of the side.
yeah.
Okay, just drop it that way. Now, this is where the water out would come in, but that's where the water in is. So we'd have to figure out how we're going to run the water in for now. We can just put a hose through the window.
Okay.
Well, we could.
It would be.
It's the same thing.
Can I help you?
Oh, it's a corner piece.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why.
over here because it's supposed to go here.
I was like, I've moved these before. Why is this one so much
This is
harder?
actually this can go across there.
Across where?
Oh, wait. If we're putting the door there, then this can actually go over there.
Now it's going to have a window in it. Well, over on that side. That far side. Over here. I don't know. It's wet over there. Oh, ah. Ah. Little stuff. Well, can I have the hose?
Are you ready? That was crazy.
After the camera batteries all died, we worked on more of the floor, but ran into a snag. The RV steps wouldn't go down right with the foam underneath it. So we put that aside to work on later because rain and snow threatened to ruin our OSB floor. It was time to get the walls up and get the roof on for shelter.
Our first wall. Sorta. It's not completely done, but it's there. Our very first window wall, and it's just framed. We don't have anything else done. We're gonna stamp out 2 more of these walls or something similar to it, at least the windowy part over there. But tomorrow, the window's not attached in, but tomorrow we'll go ahead and put on our OSB and our Type-R and put the window up, or the wall up, and put the window in and stuff. Window's really dirty. Got them used off Craigslist for pretty cheap. And honestly, I think we paid a little too much, but oh well. Nice big windows, and if we get them all cleaned up, they might be pretty darn nice, so we'll see. And it's kind of hiked up here on this bottom edge because we got a
Instead of using a 2x4, we used a 2x6 so we can have a window ledge on the inside. So just kind of looks a little wonky. Don't worry, that's going to get all cinched up and fixed tomorrow, but it's just kind of in a funky position. And got our first real wall up, and we'll put these guys together tomorrow and get the rest of everything put together, and we're on our way.
Oh, I'm sure he's noticed us.